1 2 1 2 1 2. We want to welcome y'all to another edition of We Say What They Can't. We got a special guest, man.
A returning guest.
Returning guest. He fronted on us last time. He brought his artist. He gave us he answered like 2 questions.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him back. One of my favorite. I think he's one of the most underrated producers. He's one of them guys until you start like reading his resume, like, yo, damn, he did this, he did that, he did, like, it's crazy. Let's give it up for Top Fyffe, y'all. What's going on, Top?
Everything good, man.
Good.
Yeah, welcome.
So what's going
back,
on, man? I see you got. First of all, what happened to the artist? You're not working.
She's good. She's in college right now, so she's doing that right now.
Okay.
Yo, she surprised the shit out of me when she's here and she did her thing.
Yeah.
On a mic. That was when we was at the other radio station. She did her thing.
What, you ain't think she
very
sing?
talented. She rapped, she sang, she did it all.
Yeah, she's talented, man. Shout out to Emerald. Shout out to her mom.
I don't remember that. That's
yeah, I still follow her. She's so
Yeah, I follow
sweet.
her too.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's a sweet girl.
Yeah.
So Tom, let's show off for a minute. Yeah, I know you one of the most humble dudes I've ever met, but can we just run some credits? Let's tell the people some of the production
If
credits.
he don't, I will.
Come on, let's style on him for a minute. Just for a minute.
I mean, a little bit. Jay-Z,
Yeah.
50, Busta, Nas, Foxy, Snoop, Exhibit,
Shit.
Bone Thugs,
Bone Thugs and Harmony,
Rick.
Ja Rule.
Blackstreet, Styles P,
yeah,
Raekwon.
Styles P, Jada Kiss.
Yo, what's
The list goes on and on and on. And one of the few producers, one of the few people that work with both Ja and 50.
Yeah,
Absolutely
Oh
dope.
shit! Word?
absolutely.
Did you Was that around? Did you work with both of them around the same time when all that stuff was going on?
50 was from my hood, so I always was cool with with them. And John, they was at Def Jam, and Irv was A&R at Def Jam, and it just happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You ain't answer my question, huh? What? I said, was you working? So I don't do that bullshit to me. Like, was you working with them around the same time where they was? Listen, it's business. It's all good.
I don't.
Don't-
Nah, I wasn't.
Is that wrong with that? If you did, it's all right.
I wasn't. But
Yeah. What was like the joint you produced? Where it's like, yo, you did a beat, and I ain't really like the beat. But when the artist jumped on it, like, yo, this makes sense.
Well, I never saved nothing I don't like.
Okay.
And if the first 4 bars don't catch me, I can't really develop it into a real full track.
That was some smooth, arrogant shit right there.
But
That was smooth. Like, I never heard so much arrogance, but so smooth.
Let's remix the question.
Yeah.
What's a beat that you made and it's not necessarily that you didn't like, but you was like, all right, this was cool. And it did more than your expectations.
Thanks, Pyro. Appreciate
Well,
it.
I mean, it never gets that far if I don't really like it. Though.
Like it was good enough to save. It was good enough to save, but you just didn't think it was gonna be like this. All right, the beat did what it did, but what artist took the record there?
It made it crazy.
We gonna get him. He gonna give us an answer.
It's tough, man, because the track is really there when
Yeah.
I'm submitting it to the artist. You know what I'm saying? It's really pretty much developed. I get it to where it's arranged, and
Right.
you know what I mean? Chefed up. You know what I mean?
What's your mindset when you go into making a beat? Like, when you make a beat, does certain artists come to mind when you're making a beat?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely. I study the artists. I listen to all of their music. I listen to how they're driven on the track. I listen to the tempo, the drum patterns. You know what I mean? It's all a science for me, at least. You know what I mean?
Are you more into lyrical artists or record makers?
Good question.
I'm into whatever sounds.
Well, we got
like
the biggest check?
it's gonna, yeah, that's the number one thing right there. The biggest check. I'm happy with that.
So if an artist comes and you give them your dope beat, but they trash, you still gonna sell them the beat?
Well, yeah, it's business.
I mean,
That's my job to make
But your
them
name
better.
is on that. Eh?
That's my job to make them better. Now, if they are just crazy, nowhere, no kind of talent, then I don't even know if we're gonna be talking too long. You know what I'm saying? But I doubt that. You know what I mean? I'm a businessman, so
That's right.
we here.
What's an artist that you worked with? Like, I looked at the list, like, and I'm gonna just say, like, Cannabis. I always thought Cannabis would be bigger than who. I thought he was so talented that he would be bigger than
talented,
what he is.
You know what I mean?
It's what's the most person that you worked with that you thought should be up there and didn't quite make it, like a Cannabis?
A lot of them. A lot of them.
Yeah.
But you know what? You see, it's business. So the first thing in making music, people don't understand you have to make a song. Mm-hmm. So a lot of rappers, rap is not really, it's rap. So spitting lyrics is one thing, but making a song, making a melody,
totally
if you have melody structure in your hook, then you got a better chance of being successful in the music business than the average rapper.
Right. Understand. And you came up under, well, if I'm not mistaken, under Teddy Riley?
Yeah.
When he asks you that, he really knows the answer. He just wants
okay.
So,
All right. Yeah. That Ted's my man. That was the first. That was the first production company I was pretty much under, and he showed me a lot as far as like arranging records and really how to produce.
That studio out there in Virginia is crazy. Future?
Yeah.
He still got that?
I don't know.
Yo, we had went out there, was recording with him, and that studio had a gym in it.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, how you? He said Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He's that Michael Jackson budget.
right.
Paid for all that. I was like, damn,
already know.
it was crazy.
What was your very first hit?
Rum Shaker.
Hey,
Rum Shaker.
that's my Auntie Wendy's favorite song.
Really?
Shout
Shout out
out
to Auntie Wendy.
Yep.
Yo,
Shout out
wait.
to Auntie Wendy.
How they trying to wait? Somebody just asked that question, and they trying to give Pharrell the credit for that.
Nah, see, I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, come on, let's
Let's
clean
talk
that
about
up.
it.
Pharrell's a musical genius. I'm
Yeah.
not taking nothing away from him. I love his music.
Yeah.
But even he know, like back then, me and Ted did the record together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pharrell wrote Ted's rap.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Taking
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Got
Damn,
it.
Pharrell been doing it for longer than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually going to high school across the street from the studio, from Future.
Oh, cool.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, Virginia, yeah. Like, yo, wait up. Did you do lounging? I want to lounge.
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
What's LL? You did an LL joint though before, right?
Yeah, I did a couple of LL records.
It's one because I know he shouted you at the end. What was the LL records you did?
I did Can't Think. I did. I just did that Goat 2 on remix.
Okay, yeah.
with
Speaking of
Sinatra.
remix, what's going on with this Pusha T Jay-Z
Jay-Z
remix?
remix,
What's
shit's
going
fire.
on with that?
That's the first single off my new project. It's a mixtape remix
Yeah.
project.
And do you get like the clearance from the artist to do this, or you just
No.
Oh, you bringing the Queens out? The Queens is coming out.
He said
I'm not looking for clearance. Shout out to Pusha and Jigga. Like I'm not selling it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's
I
about.
love it.
I'm
He
promoting
said,
them.
Them Queens niggas, man, they ruthless.
He getting his money.
That shit is fire though, man. That single
Appreciate
is
it.
fire.
Appreciate it.
Most definitely.
Who's the artist that like, damn, I would like to work with him or her that you haven't worked with already?
Everybody that's out that I haven't worked with, like that's new. Like
He want all that
Drake,
money.
Chris Brown. I love to work with them. You know what I mean?
So I want all that money, y'all.
It don't matter. You know what? That's why this project is beautiful. Cause anybody I want to work with, I'm gonna work with.
We're gonna work with on this one. Make it happen.
Whether they like it or not.
You was about to say 6ix9ine?
Yeah,
I like him.
I'm remixing his record too.
Okay.
Shout out to 6ix9ine. Shout out to 6ix9ine. I love
This
his
guy's
music.
like the ultimate hustler. So what's an artist? Is it an artist out there like, you know what? He or she, they right there. But if I get behind that, or if I produce a record for them, I think I could take them.
I feel all of them out there if I produce.
I knew
for
you
them.
was gonna say that.
I think I'll take it
He's
to
not
the next
answering
level.
no questions for that.
No, I am. It is what it is.
Who's the quickest? Well, all these artists you work with, who's the quickest in the booth? Who's on some in and out, like Pac type shit that I heard about?
Who, like Pac?
Yeah, I heard Pac used to go in, knock it out, go to the next studio, knock it out. Like who's the quickest?
I don't know, cause I know like I never worked with Pac, But,
Right, not Pac. I'm just saying I heard stories how fast he is, but like
Yeah, but Pac was writing lyrics.
Yeah, I always
That's
the
one thing-
fastest.
That's one thing that I definitely was. I heard that was a fact. But see now, Jay-Z. I never saw nobody like that. That's different.
so Jay really came in there and Jay just heard the beat and just did his little melody thing and
Listen.
then dropped the.
He just did something like. Give me up.
Word?
Yeah. Bing told me the
No
same thing.
writing,
Yeah.
no nothing.
Wow.
That's amazing.
What you,
Cinemax does
Yeah,
that too, you know. I get down, you know, I say my lyrics, come out, you know. All I need is one hit, Ty. Let me tell you, I got a song out right now. Why y'all laughing? I got a song out right now called Bundles. You know, everybody want their bundles.
There you go.
We gonna get in the studio. We gonna. I mean, I ain't got no money, but if you believe in
Yeah,
me,
so Ty ain't working with you. nigga.
Nah, I believe.
I got some
in you.
producers under me that might.
if you believe in me, we about to get this song popping. We gonna sell it to all the beauty supply stores. They gonna play it in the background.
There you go. You got
Let's
the whole
get it.
marketing strategy.
I mean,
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
What's your favorite top Fyffe beat?
Mine,
Yeah.
all of them.
This nigga, man. Yo, we need a drink. We need a stronger drink for this nigga, man.
He needs some white or some dark.
Mine's is Murdergram. That
Murdergram?
joint, that's and like if you can't rhyme off that, then you shouldn't. When you heard that record, like were you there when he did it, or just were you shipped on the beat?
I was there for Jay-Z's part, and then I came in when DMX was doing his part.
Jesus, who won that?
Who won what?
Who had? I'm sorry. Who had, in your opinion, who
They
had the
all
best?
sound crazy.
This nigga.
He ain't ruffling no feathers.
I
He
think-
like y'all trying to mess with my money.
I
Stop
think.
playing.
Well, I'll say it. I think X won that.
I mean, he was crazy on it. Yeah.
I think X won. He just agreed on the low. He just agreed with
did.
me. I think X won that. Who you think won that, bro? You remember that record?
What was the record?
It's Murdergram. It's like a clue, almost like a clue tape. It was on
It was on Streets is Watching.
Yeah,
Sound.
nigga said, jump out the 1500 like yeah. X won that.
I'm a Jay, man.
Yeah, see?
I'm going to Jay. I'm going with
See?
Jay on that one. Going with Jay now. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, because the records that I heard with them together, like I never heard, even they was gonna do the album together and stuff like that. I never heard. There's only a few records I heard Jay outdone on.
Oh, it's a couple.
The Renegade, a couple joints, but
And
That
I think
was it.
that's not one of them.
Nikki killed him on Monster.
Mickey killed everybody on Monster.
She did.
She killed everybody on
Killed
Monster.
everybody
Though.
on
I,
Monster.
I ain't gonna say that. I mean,
She did.
Jay got bodied a few times, but he's still the greatest of all time to me. But he got caught. He got caught a couple times.
A couple times.
Even
It's
Bleak
not
caught
often.
him. Or Beanie caught him a couple
Bleak,
times.
but Jay probably wrote Bleak verse.
Oh, no, you
shit.
did.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no, you did.
Maybe.
No, he did.
I'm just saying. But yo,
The disrespect is at an all-time high today.
so you work with two of my favorite rappers, and I just want to ask, like, Redman and Method Man. What are they like in the studio? What are they like in the booth, man? I know I met them a few times. We chopped it up, but like when they dropping the record, what they like in work mode?
You're not gonna say that you was in a cipher, rap cipher with
Nah,
them?
I'm not. Nah,
All right, cool.
He probably was in a blood cipher with them.
Okay.
nah, but yeah, Redman and Method Man, like, because to me, they're two of my greatest of all time. They're in my top 5, both of them.
Yeah, I mean, they just, they bring that energy. You know what I mean? They bring that fun kind of energy. You know what I mean? Like,
Taking yourself out of it, who's your top 5 producers?
producers.
Oh.
Removing yourself. Because I know you would be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not. I don't even. Nah, I ain't even like.
But nah, I'm fucking with you. But who would be 5?
Definitely Dre.
Okay.
Let me see. I like DJ Khalil.
Okay.
Does it have to be rap?
No,
no.
producers.
Oh,
No,
yeah, I
no,
like
whatever.
Max Martin,
Okay.
Dr. Luke, Just Blaze.
Just
Oh,
Blaze.
yeah, I'm a big
It
Just
is.
Blaze.
Man,
Blaze is
Rock
dope.
Wilder. Shout out to
Yeah,
Rock
shout out
Wilder.
to Rock
Shout out
Wilder.
to Eric Sermon.
Oh.
Ted, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you look for? What makes a great producer to you? How do you define a great producer? Because there's beat makers and there's producers.
Yeah, like, I like producers that really produce. Like, the ones that make the artist.
Right.
Like, some of them they brand artists. Like if you see like Jermaine Dupri did an
Right.
excellent job with Criss Cross, The Brat,
Wow.
Bow Wow. Like, you know, Irv Gotti made Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? Ashanti. Like, I feel like the match is there. Like Dre made Snoop,
Yeah.
The Game, 50. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a marriage. Like that's, to me, that's really producing.
Got you.
So where can people find the new project out? It's out already, right?
Well, no, the single's on my SoundCloud, and I'll be dropping another single this week. And then probably another week after that, I'll drop the project. I ain't trying to wait too long. I'm just tightening everything up. That's all.
Have you crossed over to the trap music, the trap beats?
I mean, I do everything. You know, I just don't get consumed by this is what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it sound crazy, I'm doing it.
So with today's music, I know like sampling, like you know, like it's no New York sound to me no more. Like sometimes some of the artists sound like they're from the South or whatever. And personally, I get at my producers. I get at my East Coast producers. Do you think that New York needs a signature sound, or like what do you think is? Even though New York is popping right now, New York is definitely
People
popping.
just need to get a grip. That's
Okay.
all, man. They really stargaze, and they in the whole momentum of
right.
what they feel is what's hot. You know what I mean? The music it's not like that. Music is music. If it's a hit record, it's a hit record. There's no such thing as a tempo. There's no such thing as a sound. There's no such thing as a wave. You know what I mean? Like Pharrell made Happy. That's a 1950s pattern.
Word.
You know,
That's true.
Bruno Mars, his album is half funk and a little New Jack Swing. Like, there's no trap.
See, that's the thing. I think the artists are scared. That's a good point. I think the artists are scared to try something new. So they figure, like, you know what? I think
It's
radio
the
is gonna play
labels
this.
that's scared.
Okay.
And they want to do what's trendy, yeah.
And
wanna
the
do what's
artist
trending.
is following because they want to be that. You know what I'm saying? It's like the label's only calling people that they know that's doing what's going on right now.
Right.
Or they calling the dudes that's that up there. You know what I'm saying? That they have no choice in to say so. They just listen to whatever you say. We cutting you this check. Just make us the hit.
Because I was actually gonna blame it on like radio programmers, but you're right. Like, you know, these labels are cutting a check or sponsoring something. They're gonna play with. Okay.
To me, you know, they may have them, but there's no such thing as A&R. Most people come into record labels with the music already catapulted.
Right.
The album's done. The artist is already popping. When you walking into a label, they're not listening for your music. They already researched you. They probably know how many hits and your following and how many streams or whatever you got before they cut you that check.
I don't even think it makes sense for artists to sign to a label no more. To me,
I'm not saying it ain't. I'm not saying that's definitely an even thing, because you know, you just got to stick the label up, pretty much. For real, because they only gonna mess with you when you hot.
Absolutely.
So
It's
why
different
not? While
nowadays.
you
It's
hot, so
different.
listen, this is what I want. If you can give me this, we have a deal.
who was like, what? Nah, I don't want to ask that. I want to.
Not you
What
don't
label?
wanna ask.
Because you got some cheap labels. I'm gonna tell a story. I remember one time we was in the studio, us Puff, we just talking, and Puff was like, "Yo, he was getting about 175,000 a beat.
I'm
2,000
sure.
a beat." He said it wasn't until Jay-Z wrote that record with it's on a Forever album. I forgot the record, but Jay-Z wrote a whole record for him and charged him 175,000. He said, I never had to pay that much for a record. So when he did that, he lowered his price. So you stuck up anybody like that before, man? You ever?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. If I could get $1.75 for a song,
And
That's amazing.
that is like Jesus.
he said, Jay-Z paid because Jay-Z wrote those songs, the chorus, the 3 verse, and he was on the record too. So I guess
It wasn't that good of a record.
you remember the record?
shit.
Yeah, I remember the record. I don't remember the name of it, but I
Listen,
remember the
man,
record.
when you hot, you can get away with a lot.
Right. Yeah.
I seen it, man. You just have a kick in the hi-hat, man. I seen it.
I should have did like Dre on that record. I heard Dre sent Jay back to
saw
the
it.
lab like 4 or 5 times for the.
No, I thought the rhyme
Still
was hot.
Dre?
I thought the rhyme was hot. I just
Maybe it was the delivery.
Stargazing is never gonna stop, man. I've seen it,
Well.
man. I've seen it. It's the hype. It's strictly all hype, man. As soon as you get hot, you caliente. Give me that.
Listen, man, the best Ghost
They gonna
Rider
give
for
it to you.
Diddy is sitting right next to me, right here.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate that.
That's
my brother. The check is in the mail. Courtesy of Top Fyffe. What's
What, Top 5 did the Bad Boy for Life?
No.
Oh.
I was just gonna say
Shout
the
to
money.
P Diddy. That's my nigga.
Okay.
Who did that? Megahertz did that.
Megahertz.
Oh
is
yeah,
a
that's
monster.
right. That's right. That's
Megahertz
it. That's
is
right.
killing him.
Absolutely.
Like, give me some underrated producers.
Underrated producers?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well.
Besides, I set off the show saying that.
I know, but at the end of the day, it's got to be known. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to give it to you, so you just got to take it.
I like this.
That's
nigga,
what it is, man. And that's what it is
You
right
know what I'm
there.
saying?
yo.
Yo, send him to the Lovers Lounge.
No.
Hey,
listen to
hey,
Lovers
He's not
Lounge.
answering no questions.
Right.
We gonna
Right.
make him answer some Lovers Lounge questions. Give him
we
son.
don't
Are
do
you-
that.
are you an-
This
are
is
you-
about music.
See what I'm saying? But I have a question for the room. So I need some advice.
Okay.
Let me scan the room for a quick. All right. So dealing in a relationship, sometimes the relationship comes to an end. But sometimes you still dibble and dabble back and forth before you really, really let go. Like, how do you know when it's time to really just cut ties?
When it's over, it's over.
But it's not always that simple.
Why
It's
not?
just like sometimes you still go back. You may mess
For what?
around.
There's
To
no
keep
such
your
thing.
numbers down for ladies.
Your body count?
Yeah.
When it's
Body
over, it's
count
over.
purposes.
When it's over, it's over.
It's no turning. It's no going back. No doubling back.
For what?
You never
It's
double
over for a
back.
reason.
Why?
Yo, I
He
don't think
just
I've
not
ever broke up with a girl. Like this is the bullshit.
they
I used
broke
to
up
do.
with you?
I used to do bullshit to make them break up with me. I was like, I ain't had a heart to break up with nobody. I ain't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Yo,
When I hurt people's feelings, I don't try to hurt their feelings. I just end up hurting
Because
their
it's that
feelings.
Gemini in you.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just-
yeah,
it's
yeah.
some natural
Shouts to the
bullshit.
Geminis, you know.
You a
You Gemini?
Gemini?
Of course.
Oh shit!
That explains
No
a
wonder
lot.
you're so arrogant. That's what I'm talking about,
explains-
Tom.
Shout out to the Geminis.
June 15th.
You know what I'm saying? Two of a kind.
That explains
When
a
your
lot.
birthday? When your birthday?
Huh?
When your birthday?
June 4th.
Oh shit!
That's right.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Happy
Taking
happy
all
early.
gifts. All gifts.
Happy early.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
dropped the mixtape that week. We going.
Hey, I'm trying to drop the joint on my birthday if I'm finishing time.
Listen, if you could put a collaboration together with one song
Right.
you produce
Right.
with deceased artists, I won't even say rappers, just artists. I'm giving you 3 people to put on that record.
I definitely got some deceased people on this project.
Uh-oh.
Oh, snap.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, damn. Well,
definitely.
well, answer this first, and then tell me who's on the project. Who, if you could put any 3 together, that's no longer with us, and you could just make this one record. What would it be? Who be on that record?
Well, the next single got somebody that's deceased on it.
You gonna tell us, or is it, I gotta wait
I
till
don't
June
know.
4th?
Tune in.
This
no, that's
nigga
coming
right-
out this week. That's coming out this week. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga-
my Instagram is the real Top Fyffe. Anybody tuned in? Make sure Mount Rushmore is the new single coming out.
Dope. All right.
I saw the advertisement for that. Wait a minute. Let me think.
I'm even
Was there
switching
somebody
up on that. So you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
okay.
Stay tuned.
Okay.
Stay tuned to the channel near you.
If I was to have a song
Max,
coming out,
you do it.
I'm gonna say I would put Luther. I would put Whitney.
Okay.
So this is totally an R&B song.
No, it's gonna be R&B with a little remix with
Who will rhyme on that?
Listen,
Who?
she's making some music right now.
Let me shut up. Let me
Who?
shut up.
So if it's an R&B with a little remix to it, we could put
I got one. Go.
who can I put? What rapper?
No. I'm thinking my own record.
Aaliyah. No, she's not a rapper. She's a singer.
Right.
I think I would put Biggie on it.
You can't lose.
Okay,
with
so
that.
you
now
can't
you're
lose with
starting
that.
to cook right now.
You can't lose with that.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, go ahead, Rock. Because I don't know. I'm.
I think I would go with a big record. Biggie,
Absolutely.
Tupac
Absolutely.
doing the chorus. He's not rhyming.
And the chorus?
He's only doing the chorus.
Okay.
He's doing the chorus.
Right.
And
Because his choruses is what's memorable.
that's it. I'm stopped there. I'm just do two.
I mean, to me, like I when people ask me
Listen,
like,
be careful. There's
know.
God and there's Tupac.
I know.
People,
I gotta tread it lightly.
People
I
kill
gotta
you over
tread it
Tupac.
lightly here,
right there.
Listen, I got enough people who hollering at me in the streets about other shit. But listen, Pac, to me, Pac made powerful records, right? But when we talk about lyricism, lyrics, right? When somebody be like, yo, quote the metaphor, the dope shit like Pac cake, no, it's more powerful than metaphoric. He kicked shit that you felt in your soul. He didn't kick shit that you broke down a week later and was like, oh, that's what he meant by that.
I like Tupac interviews on his records. If that makes any sense.
I think that was worse than what I said, right?
No, really? No. Listen, I think the interviews I get to know the person. Like I think his mother would have. I think his moms would have appreciate that comment right there. Because I'm like, I'm getting to learn
powerful person.
him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting to learn him and who he is, and I just
definitely.
like his interviews. But the records I do like, I love. It's hit or miss with Pac for me. But that's my record.
But does Pac have memorable 16s for you?
Nah.
It's the choruses and it's his records and it's the.
He was
message
melodic
went.
though. He had melodic vocals though. I give him that.
I'm not a Pac fan. I'm not gonna.
He's a Gemini. Shout out to Team
Shout out
Gemini.
to all the Geminis.
Makes
Shout out
sense.
to all the Geminis.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes left, man. Let's.
Fyffe, you really not gonna tell me who's on this next record?
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna tell you one person that's on it. Eminem.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Eminem
You
is
knew
on
that?
it.
He's on the advertisement. I'm just saying. I saw that. I saw it. I do. Yeah, I know. I do my
This nigga's a
research. You
research-
know, I saw it. You know.
But
It was
you know,
dope.
I got a little switch up. I got two others that's gonna be on there. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be petty and ask you how you getting these vocals, but I am. How you getting these vocals? How you getting these
Listen, man, I'm
vocals?
just researching. That's it.
That Jay-Z. I thought I heard Jay-Z everything. I never heard that Jay joint. That's on the shit you got popping right now.
And you see, this is the valid reason why I did that because
job.
you know, the record came out. It's on Pusha's album. Shout out to Pusha T, man. He got an album
Coming out a couple like
You know
next
what I
week
mean?
or something.
Yeah. And I never heard that record in my life. And it had Jay Hove on it. And I'm like, damn, you got this Jay Hove on the record? This shit gotta be.
Gotta pop more than that.
No disrespect to the previous producer, but you know.
Nah, it was dope. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it should have been big. Like
Right.
I don't feel like it reached that. You know what I mean? I say let's keep it sailing. That's why I wanted to do a remix.
I got up
So
on
shout out
Pusha T
to
late.
the producer too, because he gets some.
Yeah.
It's still his record. I just remixed it. That's
What
all.
is it called? Drug Dealers Anonymous.
That's right.
That's
Well.
what it is. Drug Dealers Anonymous.
What's
Mount Rushmore come in.
what's your most frustrating thing about the industry?
I don't let it get to me. There's no such thing as frustrating anymore. I don't pay attention
Anymore?
to-
Whoa! You said
No,
anymore?
because
so that
at
means
one
something
point-
got to you at one point.
At one point, when like, it's like the bullshit. But I know how to. Make a left turn,
So what was
make a
the
right.
what was the what was the bullshit before that used to get
Nah,
to you?
you got niggas.
Come on, Fyffe, give me one. Just give me one.
Yo, call me.
Oh, that shit. Yeah.
We get that.
Come to meet me. Yo,
I hate that shit. Yeah.
I'm good.
I get that.
I'm
we
good.
get that.
Man.
We get that enough, man.
I'm good.
It changed though. It changed a lot from
Who's like the most genuine industry person that you've met? Like when you spoke to, like, you know what, they honorable, they kept their word.
You one of them.
My man.
You know what I'm saying? You one
You know what I'm
of them.
saying?
You know.
But who else? Give me one more.
I mean, there's a lot of real people
Yeah.
out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I done seen a lot, so I know.
Yeah.
Like, Puff is official. I could never say nothing
always
wrong about
showcase that.
Puff.
Yeah.
Puff is just Puff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He always kept it 100. Yeah. There's a lot of dudes out there. They got.
Oh yeah, he got a nice big check out of Puff too with signing
Listen,
King.
shout out to P Diddy. 50's 100. You know what I mean? A lot of people is really 100, and then there's all these other dudes that's out there. They got, they talk all this shit. They got all this jury about how much money they got, and they can't pay for no music, man. I don't like that, man. I don't like fake people, man.
They want a consignment for the beat.
So like, yeah, let's stay there for a minute. Like with these artists, like
How you gonna steal somebody's shit? What if I just steal your shit?
oh, they just be leaking records. They take
I'm
it.
just saying, I'm just saying.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, I remember Kanye beat CD landed in my hand somehow too. I remember that. But yeah, those things. So has that ever happened to you when somebody just leaked a record that you ain't even
it's the music industry. So I've learned. That's why I said I don't deal with no bullshit. I stay away from. I don't need to be around.
Right. So now, like, you just doing song deals. Like, yo, we gonna work together.
Nah, it's like, I'm just really working with whoever stargazes at this point.
They got you. You gotta conform if you gonna rock with. You gotta play the game, man.
It's business. It's business. So you gotta respect that, and you gotta make yourself hot. You gotta be relevant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're in the music business, they don't love you. It's they love you for the time being.
Right. You're right.
And that's everybody. I'm fortunate to be in the music business and still be relevant. I got the Drug Dealers Anonymous remix out right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They playing it on Sirius. They playing it on 105. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna continue. And you're gonna hear more music from me.
I like when you talk shit, man. That's why we get frustrated. It's like, talk that shit, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just telling people. Coming out.
And you got the studio popping, and
I work out on my own recording
Studio's
studio.
dope.
And the name of the project is called Narcotic Remixes.
Hey.
What's your your end game with this? What do you look like? You say like you want to bring certain like lyrics that like nobody knew.
I got a Nas record that you probably never heard. If you did, if you're a Nas fan, which they are probably Nas fans,
he's not.
That heard everything.
He's not.
I remixed it.
Appreciate it.
And then I did a Mike Jack remix.
Oh,
for Off the Wall.
He gave us answers. He'll give Gemini's. We tell on ourselves as the more we talk because he didn't want to give us the deceased artist name before, but he gave it up. Keep that drink. You need no drink.
Yo, listen, man. We bringing the Hood Fellas back with a record featuring Max and Pyro.
Hey. My peoples, man.
We coming through.
Ty's always been a stand-up guy. Like, anytime we wanted to beat at anything, he gave.
Shout out to Blassie too, man.
I'm like, yo, Blast. I'm like, yo, Blast, get him. Go. You go.
Oh man.
Yo, Blast, listen to me, Blast. We coming back, son. We coming back. Hood Fellas featuring Pyro and Max. That's the next. That's the next record.
Reef is ready. Reef is ready for me. I think
Max
Reef
is
gonna come out with something on the sneak tip.
And Max is writing my 16.
And also,
I'm retired.
My man, like we gonna
shout out to Yogi too, man.
It's his birthday coming up too.
Happy birthday to Yogi, man. That's my man right there.
Yeah, I was with him last night. Yeah, we got good and drunk. This is why I didn't want to stand too close to the young lady. I didn't. It was bad. It's bad. But look, Fyffe, man, I appreciate you,
yo,
my brother.
you already know I appreciate
you for
y'all.
coming.
Thank you.
Yo,
man.
one more time, let them know where they can find. Give them you got the SoundCloud
Ty
joint?
Fyffe. They can find that, on my Instagram page, the real Ty Fyffe. You can go on my bio, the single Drug Dealers Anonymous is popping, or you can go on Sirius Satellite. Request it if y'all want to request it. You could do whatever.
There it is. There it is.
Power 105, DJ Self, all that.
The most underrated producer in my eyes,
Hey.
Ty Fyffe. There it is.
Yeah, man. We say what they can, man.
Thank you.
One.
Another fun day. Let's go.